What's up, y'all? It's OG motherfucking Hank. Back up in that ass one more time. One more again. For another Kodiak update. It's been a while, but it's all good. We'll talk about this little guy here in just a minute. Well, like I said, we got a little something done to her. I know the light kind of sucks today, but my apologies for that. She's in the shop that I'm renting in an undisclosed location. I've been doing all the work that I can on her before I go back out on the road. And for those who aren't aware, when I say go back out on the road, I go out on tour. I'm an entertainer motor coach driver working for a company based out of Nashville, Tennessee. So, as of lately, that seal that I just showed you is a rear main seal, which means I had to take out this guy right here, 6-speed Eaton Fuller transmission, and there's the bell housing. I had to jack this poor thing up about a foot in the air in the front to get her out, and I still had to take the bell housing bolts out to remove the bell housing to get her out from under the truck, which is fine because that allowed me to see something else. I'm giving you a quick shot of the shop and all that good stuff. Let's see. I got my automotive library over there for all the cars that I'll be working on. Like this guy right here, this '06 Cadillac DTS Performance. Good car. She's a runner, but her suspension is totally shot. We'll get back to that later. But in the meantime, we'll talk about what I did find when I pulled that bell housing. Let's go over here. Bear with me for a second. Here we are right here. For those who may know what this is, this may look familiar to you. This guy right here is a throwout bearing, push type for your clutch on this particular truck. And this is your inner bearing cover that your throwout bearing slides up against. What I found is that this was broken off and just sliding up and down the transmission input shaft. So that's no good. That's fine. I got one on order. Let's see. And since I was in there, since you're in there and it's such a large job, go on and get that done. Here's the shifting fork for it. Go back around to the other side. Show you what's going on with the transmission. Other things that I found. Now, seems to be leaking from the tail shafts. And here's the parking brake right here. On these large medium duty vehicles, if you have hydraulic brakes, you have a parking brake on the drive shaft. This is what this is. I found that it's been leaking from the back, if you can see it, because somebody put sealant here when there should have been a gasket. So we're going to take care of that. We bought a seal kit for the transmission. We're going to reseal it and everything, and it won't leak anymore after that. Because what happens when it leaks back here, it makes these parking brakes ineffective. DOT violation. So we already talked about the lug nuts, those nuts, these nuts. Well, some other things I've done to it since we've been away. Rotate my camera here. Sorry about the fingers. I ain't no professional. I just do this shit for fun. I changed out front shocks, the brakes, the rotors, the wheel bearings, the wheel seals, kingpins, and the tie rod ends on the front end, both sides. So the front end is fresh. The back end will be a lot of the same. when I get the time and the parts. Man, shit, outside of that, that's about it. I'm about to go back out on the road in a couple weeks. Money up so I can buy some parts, pay my rent here at this shop that I got, and life will be good, man. So that's about it, y'all, motherfuckers. So outside of that, that's it, man. Hit me up or don't. Don't matter none to me. Like I say, I just do this shit for fun. Back to it. All right, now.